Welcome to this refresher on e-governance strategies based on the work of Professor Katalin Vrabier. Think about it. From the moment you're born to getting a driver's license, buying a house, and every other major milestone, you're interacting with public administration. We've all been there, right? The long lines, the stacks of paperwork, the sheer bureaucratic hassle. But e-governance, well, it promises a completely different journey.
So, let's kick things off by tackling a huge misconception. When you hear the term e-governance, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of people, it's just a government website. But true e-governance? Oh, it's so much more than that.
You sometimes hear people say that e-governance has failed or that it's just a bunch of empty talk. And that's usually because there's a misunderstanding of what it's really all about. It's not about giving the old system a quick facelift. It's about fundamentally rebuilding the whole engine of public service from the ground up.
And this slide, it shows the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got what we call digitization. That's basically just taking old paper-based stuff and putting it online, like a PDF you have to download and print. But on the right, that's digitalization. That's the real transformation. It's about completely rethinking and redesigning those processes to be digital from start to finish, making them interactive and way more efficient.
Okay, so how does this huge transformation actually work in practice? Well, e-governance isn't just one monolithic thing. It's helpful to break it down into 4 different arenas, each one defining a unique relationship that the government has. First up is G2C, or government to citizen. This is the one most of us are familiar with because it impacts our everyday lives directly. It's all about making things simpler and more convenient for you and me.
Just think about it for a second. Paying your taxes from the comfort of your couch instead of waiting in a massive line. Renewing your passport with a few clicks, or scheduling a doctor's appointment online. These are all perfect examples of G2C. And the best part is, they're available 24/7. Next, let's talk about government to business, or G2B. As the name suggests, this is all about streamlining the relationship between the government and the companies that really fuel our economy. And the impact here is huge. G2B is about slashing through that mountain of red tape. When you make it easier for someone to start a company, file their taxes online, or bid on public contracts, you're not just saving them a headache, you're actually making the entire economy more competitive and dynamic.
Our third arena is government to government, or G2G. Now, this is the really crucial, behind-the-scenes work. It's about making the different parts of government itself work together more efficiently. I mean, why on earth should you have to give your new address to the tax agency and then turn around and give the exact same information to the vehicle registration office? It's redundant. G2G is about fixing that, making sure government bodies can share information securely so the whole system gets smarter and works better for us.
And finally, we have government to employees, or G2E. This is all about empowering the people inside the system, the public servants, with the absolute best digital resources to do their jobs.
Because let's be honest, a well-equipped public employee is an effective one. Things like internal training portals, easy-to-access knowledge bases, and modern collaboration tools, they make sure the people working for us have exactly what they need to serve us better. So we've got this amazing vision for a more efficient, citizen-focused government. But this brings us to a really important crossroads. As much as we should be excited about the promise of e-governance, we absolutely have to be realistic about the perils, the serious challenges that come with it. The promise is, without a doubt, incredible. We're talking about more transparency, which can lead to less corruption. We're talking about massive convenience for all of us, and ultimately building more trust between citizens and their government. This is the goal, right? This is what we're aiming for. But here's the thing. Our digital world can be surprisingly fragile. And when a system that's supposed to be the bedrock of something as important as our democracy has a hiccup, the consequences can be, well, pretty astronomical. Let me tell you a crazy story. Back in 2003, during an election in Schaerbeek, Belgium, one candidate suddenly received, get this, 4,096 extra votes. They just appeared out of thin air in the electronic counting system. Now, the cause wasn't some sophisticated hacker or a major software bug. No, it was a single, random particle from deep space, a cosmic ray, that just happened to hit the computer's memory chip in the exact right spot, flipping a single bit of data from a 0 to a 1. It's called a single event upset, and it is a powerful reminder of just how unpredictable the digital world can be.
So, as wild as cosmic rays are, let's be real. The biggest obstacles we face in e-governance are usually much, much closer to home. They're human. They have to do with skills, culture, and most importantly, leadership. You see, for e-governance to really succeed, you need leaders who can do three things at once: think strategically, understand the nitty-gritty processes, and have a solid grasp on the technology. The problem is, that's a rare combination. There's often a big gap, especially in the strategic and technical know-how needed to lead these massive changes. So how do you fix that? You invest in your people. It's that simple. It starts with making sure every single employee has a baseline of digital literacy. Something like the European Computer Driving License, the ECDL, is a great start. Then, from that foundation, you build up specialized skills and create a culture where learning and adapting is just part of the job. All right, so if we get the human factor right and we get the technology right, where is all of this headed? Well, the future of e-governance isn't just about being more efficient. It's about being more intelligent. The future is having an assistant. And this is a really profound idea from Professor Katalin Vrabia. He challenges us to stop thinking about things like AI as just a tool. Think of a smart traffic system. It's not a tool you use, it's an active manager, constantly optimizing the traffic flow of an entire city. We're building intelligent partners, assistants, for governance. And that leads us to our final and maybe most important question. As we build this future with a smarter, more proactive government, how do we make sure this powerful new assistant is designed to be fair, to be accountable, and to truly serve every single one of us? That's the real challenge ahead. For more information on this, check out the Elemente de e-Governare manual. I hope you found this useful. Please don't forget to like this and subscribe to the Smart-EDU Hub channel to stay connected with all the news from today's electronic world that every smart citizen needs. You can also find some interesting links about today's discussion in the description below. Stay smart with Smart-EDU Hub.